For today's lesson, we are going to discuss how to determine a function when the graph is given. Now, when the graph is given, one way to determine if it is a function is by using the vertical line test. Now, a graph represents a function if and only if each vertical line intersects the graph at most once. So in other words, it is a function when each vertical line touches the graph at exactly one point. For example, in this given graph right here, if you're going to draw or sketch our vertical line in any point on the graph, let's say here, as you can see, the vertical line touches the graph at exactly one point, which is right here. So therefore, this one right here is a function. And in fact, this given graph is the graph of a quadratic function. Now for our next example, if we are going to draw or sketch our vertical line at any point on the graph, let's say right here, as you can see, the vertical line touches the graph at exactly one point, this point right here. So therefore, this given graph is a function. In fact, this graph right here is an example of a linear function. Okay, now let's proceed to our last figure. Now, in this given figure, if we are going to sketch or draw our vertical line, a vertical line at any point on the graph, let's say right here, as you can see, the vertical line touches the graph not just once, but twice. This point right here and here. So therefore, this is not a function. And this graph right here is a graph of an ellipse. And an ellipse is not an example of a graph of a function. Okay, so that's how you determine if the given graph is a function or not. One way to determine it is through using the vertical line test. Now, when you use vertical line test, you take note. If the vertical line touches the graph at exactly one point, then it is a function. Otherwise, it is not a function.